I think it's just so much drama in the boxing world.
Challenger Monroe Hutchins undefeated.
And I think people are intrigued by it, because even though we see it, we see the fighters on screen, we really don't know all of the things that go on behind the scenes.
And this fight is over! After 43 seconds in the 7th round, Monroe Hutchins is the new California State Heavyweight Champion!
Well, this project starts with Walter and I having lunch, and we were talking about actually Mike Tyson going to jail.
Iceman with a right, another right, another
And I said, you know, the movie business kind of changed. It seems to me like 20 years ago they'd have made 5 movies by now saying he's the toughest guy outside. Is he the toughest guy in here?
Nobody. I mean, nobody can stand up to what I got.
What's next for you?
I'm gonna go to LA, see some friends. I'm gonna do a little party.
And I got stacks of mail from people saying that they hate me because I took away their heavyweight champ. I did not want to cause him any harm, but he wouldn't listen to me and he wouldn't stop.
Between the kind of prison politics, but gang politics, race politics, all the kind of, social melting pot that the prison is, that this would be a kind of fascinating story of how you would arrange this fight, how it would get on. If you think about other people that are in the prison system, the John Gotti.
You win. That's $4 million, maybe more.
I thought it'd be the subject of a really interesting movie.
We very quickly found 2 prisons in the Nevada system, both within about a half an hour of Las Vegas. At High Desert, we had a tremendous amount of cooperation. The warden actually really wanted us there.
We heard about this several months ago and had a scout came out, and they seemed to be really elated over the fact that we have a new facility, and then where a lot of the filming took place on the inside, it was not occupied.
We were able to have our own set, basically, that we could work in throughout the entire 7-week period, pretty much without interruption.
Well, this is my first time to shoot in a prison. Walter's done it before. And it's chilling, It's chilling.
I don't think it affected people's mood too much. I think actually there was a surprise, and the surprise was actually how easy it was. I expected it to be more difficult. I expected security to be a big problem and a large time delay in coming in and out of the prison every day. And although there's a delay, it's about as minimal as you could expect in a maximum security prison.
You want to hit me?
What, are you kidding?
All you got to do is hit me one time. And I'm telling you, man, it's going to make you feel good, and it ain't going to hurt me none.
When we were using only a small number of extras, it worked fine to hire people from the local area. But as we needed 300 and sometimes 400 extras for a scene, we found that it was very difficult to get the amount of people with the right ethnic mix that would represent what a actual California prison population would look like.
Oh, yeah!
So we at one point went to the warden and said, we need some help. And he brought in 150 of the actual inmates from not the prison that we're shooting in, but one nearby.
These are medium security inmates that are towards the end of their sentence and have proven theoretically their trustworthiness and reliability.
Here we go. Quiet, please. Roll sound. Roll legs. Mark. And background. Next.
They came in with their wardrobe already prepared.
I think they get a kick out of it, having their mug on camera for a few seconds and a few bucks in their pocket.
We paid them exactly the way we would pay any other extras on vouchers, and they were terrific. They really got into it. They were very enthusiastic and in some ways more animated than some of the extras that we had hired.
You Monroe Hudson?
Yep.
I guess you know who I am. You the champion in here?
Yeah.
I'm not the heavyweight champ.
Champion. Heavyweight or any other kind they got.
Damn. Gotta congratulate you.
Monroe he's going to be in prison forever, and he knows it. And he is nothing to lose. It is simply to prove in his heart to know what he might have been, that he might have been the heavyweight champion of the world.
You beat a man to death with your bare fists.
Who I'm with is none of your business.
Which, because of your profession and your training, are considered to be lethal weapons in the state of California. You have been found guilty by a jury of your peers, and you are sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole.
I have done a lot of characters that are very extroverted and out there and mouth off and fast talking from the white men can't jump stuff. So I wanted to do something a little bit more contained, a little bit more economical. Yeah, I like that he was more cerebral, internal. But then when he got into the ring, he was just a monster.
Oh, and another left. One more time for Monroe. Knockout, knockout.
The film is much deeper than what it may appear to be. And I think even the work that Wesley Snipes does in the piece, his character, he deals with some things on even spiritual levels.
I live inside my head.
So that's how you're doing your time? Are you really that much in control of your emotions?
Been that way all my life. Only time I ever lost it is what got me in here.
And for the Iceman, for the heavyweight champion, it's always at stake whenever you fight anybody to prove that you're the best.
When you're the champ, everybody wants a piece of you. Everybody's testing you. My whole life, I got a problem, I take care of it with these.
And he also has a shot at getting out.
Remember your old buddy from Miami, Mindy Ripstein?
Yeah?
This boy came up to me and said that if I fight some punk in here, he can maybe get me out quick. I was training for about 2 years to do the Sonny Liston story, Night Train. When that got canceled, this came up. So I was already in very good boxing shape.
Ving has always been an athlete, watches a lot of boxing, played a lot of sports, and then Wesley is a martial artist.
Ving. Good. Because we're gonna pull Ving into your trap right now, and he's gonna lose it for a moment and chase you around in the middle of the ring. So, okay.
Both of them trained extensively with individual trainers at really the top level to learn boxing techniques and to be in physical shape for the movie.
I was training with Sugar Ray Leonard. I was training with Shane Mosley's father, Jack Mosley. I trained with a guy who trained Will Smith.
Wesley was being trained by Emmanuel Stewart, who is the trainer of a lot of very famous fighters for a long time, including at the moment Lennox Lewis, the heavyweight champion of the world.
I've always been interested in training him and excited because I've always thought that that's the one actor that I believe could have been a great boxer if he wanted to be a boxer. And things that I expected he would be able to do after about 3 weeks, he did the second day. Unbelievable, intelligent person in terms of learning. Maybe that's from his acting also.
The Iceman misses, and Monroe lands an overhand right.
If you show him something once, you don't have to show him it anymore. Even in Lennox Lewis's case, certain things it's taken 3 years for me to get him to master.
Monroe hits him with a right hand, left hand, and another right hand, and the Iceman is forced to clinch.
In the case of Wesley, he picked it up right away. Then by the end of the first week, I was training a world champion boxer, the final weeks of his preparation for a big championship fight.
Walter and I talked about doing the film. You know, I asked him, I said, well, you know, if you don't mind, since I have a lot of experience in that, if you defer to me when it comes to the fight choreography.
Lloyd?
And so myself and a couple of my teammates, we choreographed mostly all of the fight scenes.
And for that, we brought in Cole McKay, who has a lot of experience in all the different areas of stunt work, but he himself was once a professional boxer. So he was able to utilize the knowledge that the two actors had gained from their trainers and to be able to use it so that it really worked for camera.
Everything has to be choreographed out. It's just like a script. We write each punch, each miss, each hit, and set them to the camera and try to work on getting their distance and their control and the ability to snap their head and make like the punches are hitting.
I drew a lot from tapes, sequences and actual fights that were interesting and exciting and how the crowd responded, and took those sequences and choreographed them. I put those into the choreography for the film.
60 seconds.
I'm athletic, Wes is athletic, and I think the two styles make for a very good fight. He's faster, quicker, I'm stronger.
Okay, round 2, fight!
It will probably be the first movie that you'll be really, first boxing movie that you can really stay outside and see these guys go at it. There are no doubles. They're in there doing it all themselves.
There's a part of us that's the primal part of us that just likes to see two men get in there and duke it out.
If Wesley Snipes had wanted to be, or had been a professional prize fighter, he undoubtedly would have been a world champion.
Monroe wins, and I just won a lot of goddamn money.